Hello guys, and welcome back to All the Mods 9 to the Sky. Last episode we made some friends. Woo. And last episode we unlocked this cobblestone generator over here, which has been working hard. So we have a full jar of cobblestone, compressed cobblestone already, which is 4.6k cobblestone. You can see it on top here as well. And this will help us to gather lots of resources. You may have noticed there's some changes to the island as well. I did a small expansion. Honestly, we need some more dirt to expand it more, and I don't want to just dig up the land over here. So I made this contraption with just a chest on top and bottom, and we put in our, for example, saplings if we want, or I did leaves, and they go automatically in the barrel over here, where it will be converted into dirt. As well as I improved our sifting setup over here with 25 sieves. We needed some more string, so I grew some trees. This contraption doesn't really work as it used to, because when you put half slabs, when you used to put half slabs around, the drops wouldn't, jump on the edges. But now, if we check, maybe something will. Yeah, you can see they just hop on top. So this doesn't actually work as intended. And this small resource gathering setup we have with the compressed cobblestone and our 25 sieves is very efficient. Well, in the early game, of course, because we get all the ores, iron, copper, gold, anything we'll need for completing the quests. But enough about the base, time to get into the quests, because there's quite a few we can do relatively quickly. We have all the resources, we just need to, actually checkmark everything, I guess. Also, there was a line here on this progression tree I missed about making water. It kind of shows you how to do it in the early game. We just need to make flint shears, and then we get leaves from trees and put them in an oak crucible, similar to how we make lava, but the oak crucible makes water out of leaves. So we can do that real quick because we have a lot of flint, and I already got some leaves for the shears and leaves for making dirt. But yeah, so we can see that the quest completed quite quickly. But we can get our oak crucible, a torch, place it down. It doesn't have to be leaves specifically, but I guess just for demonstration's sake, we get our shears, get some leaves, and place them in. And this slowly turns into water, as you can see, similar to how lava does, right? So if we get a better heat source, it will do it faster. But as we have infinite water already, we are not really interested in this method of getting water. So we just do check marks. Now you have infinite water. Cool. There was also, just here, we can upgrade our cobblestone generator, which we'll do in just a second. But there's also a infinite cobble quest, infinite lava, infinite cobble. We already did this one, as well as heat sources. It kind of tells you what to use in the early game potentially. But I already talked about that last episode. I think what we'll be looking at today is upgrading our cobblestone generator, our cobblestone storage, and as well as maybe how we get some more ores with this copper hammer. So first, we need some copper. Good thing I already have it sifted over here, so I don't have to grind some more. We just make some copper ore, and smelt it down. So here I'm going to be precise. I'm going to smelt 18 copper. The reason is just to be resource efficient, because the copper hammer requires only 2 copper blocks, which is 18 copper. And when we get the hammer, we'll be able to double any of our other ores. The ores need to be mined down because otherwise this won't work. But when we put this in a crafting grid with our copper hammer, we get double the ores. And because copper is very efficient, I guess you would call it, or you get a lot of copper from mining it, we can easily make another hammer now. And this is kind of the loop I use in the early game to double our ores, because copper is cheap and making copper hammers is cheap as well. We can see there is another quest added that says we can quadruple our ores. Would be very nice for the beginning. We can make this squeezer, and when we jump on it with an ore inside, we get 2 raw ores out. And then we can use the hammer to make 4. So maybe let's try to make one of these. Let's place it down, put an ore inside, and jump on it. Pretty simple. And now we get just 1. Okay, I thought we were going to get 2. So we reset it. Maybe it's just a small chance. If so, this is definitely not worth it. Yeah, so we got 2 this time. And now, if we take a look at the quest, we get our another hammer. We do this and we double it. Very nice. Not worth it probably. There is a mechanical squeezer that we can make later on. But for now, probably just using copper hammers should be just fine. I mean, the squeezer has more uses than that, of course, in this mod pack, I would assume, right? Yeah, we can use it for different kind of things, but currently we probably won't be using it. Next up, we'll take a quick look at the furnace upgrades, because we will be smelting a lot and upgrading the furnaces would be nice. So if we take a look at this iron furnace and the mod called iron furnaces, we can see there are a lot of ways to upgrade our furnaces, as well as augment them with these different augments of speed or fuel efficiency. We won't be looking into those right now, but we'll try to upgrade our current furnaces into these iron ones. So just pick our current furnaces up. I should have enough iron to upgrade them. We get our furnaces, iron, simple, upgraded, cool. And we got our quest done. And now I'm not sure how much more efficient they are. Maybe they're like a blast furnace, but eventually they'll get a lot more efficient. As you can see, the cook time, well, diamond furnace is twice as fast, emerald 4 times, obsidian even faster, and it goes up to the unobtainium furnace, which smelts 64 items at a time. That one is, I think that's the only thing we'll ever need up to the latest of endgames, because it's too fast for, I think, any pipes to even keep up with the rates. Now that we have quite a bit of copper, I think it's time to look at a different questing section called the basic storage, where we have these drawers. And if we check mark this storage drawers, we can see there are these upgrades. We can start with the copper one, gold, diamond, and netherite. I was thinking, because we will definitely need more cobblestone in the future, why not upgrade our drawer that's just above our cobblestone generator over here? Because if we, take it out, it quickly fills up. There is no reason to even upgrade our cobblestone generator because the storage is already full. So let's make an upgrade. We have it right here. We just need some copper, some chests, and a drawer. I think we get some more drawers from here. Yeah, we already have these. We have some chests. We just need our copper. We make, I forget, 2 blocks. Maybe we need to make 4 blocks. Let's make 4 blocks, autocomplete. And if I place in just one, we will see that now I can do 4.1k compressed. Put in another one. We can see we can do 32,000 compressed cobblestone. That is a lot, and this will take quite a bit of time to fill up. The reason we want so much cobblestone is because we'll be just going through a lot of it eventually. An interesting side note about how these upgrades work is that if it says it increases the storage by 8, well, it does for the base value, but if you put in another upgrade, it doesn't just increase the base value, but the value you already had from one upgrade. So if I put in a third one, it's going to multiply this value by 8. If we take one out, we can see it's only 4k. Now it's 32, and we know that 4 times 8 is 32. And now that we can store more cobblestone, we should probably upgrade our cobblestone generator as well, because it's relatively cheap to upgrade. We just need some more lava, which I already have, some more glass. We autocomplete the recipe. very cheap. We just need to get another bucket of water, lava, and upgrade it again with our iron here to get the tier 3. We have it here. Place it down, and it should be a lot faster, as you can see how quickly the compressed version of cobblestone is generating. Looks like we also have some more permanent friends here, aren't we? There are a few of these loose quests that we might want to do so they don't just bother us. For example, this coarse dirt one, it kind of is used to make infinite dirt. I think this is a vanilla thing as well. We don't really need it. We can just complete it for completionist's sake. So we just do the classic recipe, get some coarse dirt, complete our quest, and, well, get some more dirt. I think the idea is you place it down. We should have a hoe. Right click, and, well, we get basic dirt. Oops, I made a hole in the ground. Well, I accidentally got a lot of dirt because I didn't just dig up this one hole. I also dug out quite a bit of the island, I think. Whole stack. Next quest is this slime quest. A slime block, we can get it by mixing milk with water, which is interesting. But because we have cows already, we can just right click, and place it in our barrel over here. We get a slime block, another one. Very cool. Very nice way to get slime blocks, actually. Because I think in previous versions it was a bit more difficult. The stone barrel quest, we just need some stone to make a stone barrel. I already smelted some. Very simple. This is also used for some recipes similar to the slime ball quest, but I don't think we need to use it for anything just now. I think this is a good way to get obsidian. If I had some lava here, which I don't, if you fill it up and right click water, it turns into obsidian. Wow, we don't even need to use the water. There is this quest line about mystical agriculture. I don't really want to get into it yet because it's, well, a whole different section, and I think it might ruin the progression a little bit if I just start doing it. So I think we'll ignore it for now. One more quest I would like to do, actually a few more. The dank quest, the dank storage quest, which requires some barrels and coal. We make our dank, dank 1, dank 1. Alright, I've never really used these, but I think you can just store items in them. And they store multiple stacks if I'm not mistaken. So if we open this one, we do coal. It stacks multiple stacks in one slot, which is nice. And if we check the description, we can see we can do 256 at a time. When we search for dank in our search bar, we can see there are 7 different tiers, and the higher you go, the more items it can store, as well as more slots, more types of items, not just stacks. So the next tier requires redstone, and it can store 1,000 items in it. But one of the coolest features danks have is you can set up a filter for pickup. So for example, we have iron chunks, flint, and coal in our filter, and if we sift some gravel, 2 stacks, and we pick up all the things we dropped here, we can see our inventory doesn't have any of the items, but they went into our dank. And this is a nice way to store your items if you have, well, if, for example, if you're building, first of all, it can pick stuff up, or when you're mining, which isn't a problem in Skyblock, but in mining, this is very useful. You pick up cobblestone, you can even discard it if it reaches the limit. Another quest we need to do is sift some dirt to get either grass or mycelium seeds. Let's do 50. I don't want to waste all of my dirt. There is more useful stuff you can get like bamboo and sugarcane, but we got our seeds, and particularly we're going to need the mycelium for another quest we have up here. That is witch water, and we need mycelium and filling a barrel with water. So we'll do that next. I did a couple tests. So we just right click the ground with the seeds. We get mycelium. We place a barrel. We get a bucket, fill it up, and you can see there is a progress bar at the top, so that means the water should be converting to witch water, and we're going to need that for the quest. You can even see that it's changing color very slowly from the brighter blue to the darker, more purplish. When it's done, we can pick it up just to complete the quest. But we pour it back in, and if we add sand, we get soul sand. And if we add lava, we get netherrack. And these will be used to get ourselves, not R, but U for uses, to get, where is it? We sift it and get quartz. I think that's the main one, and maybe glowstone dust, but mainly quartz. This is only for the initial soul sand because we need soul sand to make soul fire, which is just the blue fire. And with that, we can use bulk haunting with create to convert sand, any type of sand, into soul sand multiple stacks at a time. So we don't need to place one by one witch water and sand in one barrel. We can do stacks and stacks all together with this simple machine, the encased fan. And the create mod is relatively simple. If you've played with it, it can get really advanced, but some basic machinery is relatively simple. We just need some andesite alloys, and we need a propeller, which we can get from iron plates. Also very cheap. We have some iron now. So I'll just make these up and we can set it up so we get some soul sand so we can get some quartz. For demonstrational purposes, I think I'll just place it over here. Hopefully I don't burn anything because it is live fire technically. But we place down, oh, the wrong way. We place down our fan. We place our soul sand just here. Let's try not to lose it. We won't light it on fire just yet. And we need a rotational force for our fan. I think we can just use the manual crank for this one in the beginning. So if I do, need to think here. So if I do something like this, like so, I think this is going to be a lot faster. Wind maker, yeah. Hopefully it's rotating the right way. You can see it's pushing air out, if you caught that. And this means we need some sand. I only have one. I'll get some more in just a second, but just to show you, we place down our fire and we rotate it. You can see it's pushing the item to the side. It's kind of burning, it's making a sound. We keep rotating it and it turns to soul sand. Very nice, and we can do multiple stacks. We just throw it down and rotate it. We probably should look into automating this a little bit because we will need quite a bit of soul sand, and just, standing here and manually cranking it is probably not the most efficient way. And we can look into the create mod because it's a good early game mod. And we got the soul sand, so that should be quest complete. Very nice. We get some compressed soul sand. So this is only a tier 1, I would assume. Yes, unfortunate. Would be nice to get some more soul sand. But yeah, this setup, it works fine for us in the beginning. And the reason why we need quartz is to upgrade our storage for our materials. Because I thought we probably should put these into these drawers we have for cobblestone. Because, well, they can store a lot. I'm not sure actually if this also compresses automatically. We'll have to check. But the idea is we can make let me check. Where is it? Basic storage. We can make a storage controller, which lets us link all the other drawers and pump items into it directly. So we don't have to have many chests with all these chunks and some random flint we'll probably never use. But we can store them in drawers, and the drawers can store up to, 1,000,000 items. So we should never run out of storage space for our sifting setup. We are almost done with our part 1 section here. We just have few more quests. We'll probably not complete these diamond ones that soon, but that's just fine. We can progress without them for now. But there's another easy one where we just need to, well, it says start a farm. We kind of already have one. We get some bread, and then we need to make toast. This will be probably our primary food for a while. You can put stuff on the bread, which is nice. I think this avocado toast is usually very efficient because it gives a lots of saturation, but we get it just by smelting some bread. And we have our toast. We take it out. We complete the quest, get some more toast, and now we can move on to food and farming from here. And currently we'll probably not be looking at this. There is one thing we would like from this is the sink, which gives us infinite water. We don't need this hole in the ground, we just use a sink. For that we just needed some terracotta, which was easy to get, just smelt some clay. We can do this U shape, water, iron, and we have our sink. Very nice, and it's also a quest. So now we can just infinitely get water from this one block. We don't need this hole in the ground anymore. Now I think I'm ready to get back to getting our storage controller. So we needed quartz, we got some soul sand. Let's just sift it and see what we get. I made a second chest so we can see all the good loot. For a second there, I thought we might not have enough quartz and we might need to still get some more soul sand, but we need just 2 blocks, and to make a quartz block we only need 4 quartz, which is nice, and the rest we should already have. Some redstone we do, so let's make our controller. So I made our storage controller and I realized I missed one key thing. To link our other drawers to our storage controller, we need this linking tool. And if we check the recipe, we see we need diamonds, and I do not have diamonds just yet. And to get diamonds, we need to sift some more gravel, but we need the iron mesh first. So the whole reason, and it's only a 1% chance, so we would rather get gold first. But the whole reason why we even wanted to make the storage controller is to make the sifting process a bit easier. But as it turns out, as an extra, that the simple compacting drawer doesn't even compact these iron ore chunks, which is even sadder now. But I guess we need to first upgrade our mesh, and then we can start thinking about making our little sifting storage system. I'm only going to do 12 right now because that's all my iron and gold. So if we do 12 here, should be one quest, and do the gold ones, should be another quest. If we check our quest list, it says check drops. So I think the better the mesh, the more pure resources you get, I guess you would say. By that I mean if we check our recipes for sifting gravel, for example, when we sift on the lowest tier mesh, the string mesh, we have a relatively high chance at getting coal, flint, and not a big chance of getting any of the ore chunks, as well as no diamonds or emeralds. And the further the list goes, the bigger the chance is we get these useful ores, as well as less of a chance we get things like flint, coal, we don't get any more dripstone, and here at the netherite here, we even don't get flint anymore at all, which is very nice. And there's an even chance we get double the diamond drops, not just a single diamond, but you can see the minimum is 0, maximum we get 2 diamonds, which is very nice. So we would like to upgrade our system, our sieving system, you could say, as fast as possible. I guess let's just place down our meshes and start sifting, because we need some diamonds. I'll sift 2 stacks and we'll see what I get. Because I skipped the iron stage for our meshes, we got 4 diamonds because there was a 4% chance instead of 1% chance of them to drop. Also, we got a couple of emeralds, some other stuff, but the diamonds are the ones we need. We also need some more gold because I spent it all on my meshes. Finally, let's make our linking tool. We got the paper, if you're curious. We got the paper from sugarcane we got from sifting dirt, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's dirt. And we are just growing it behind the house over there. Now, with our linking tool and our storage controller, just to give an example, and then I'll set it up a bit more, I guess, more advanced. We place it down, we place our drawers. I made a couple of these 2x2s, so these store 4 items instead of just 1, but they hold much less. And we place in our gold chunks, we can place in, let's get our iron in as well. So we can see we have 2 slots filled, only stores 512, but when we get these upgrades, they will store a lot more, of course. And we take our linking tool, we right click. Whoa, controller configured, very nice. So we just right click these other drawers, and if we, well, actually, you can just take these out, and we right click our controller, it automatically goes into the drawers. This wall is probably going to expand the more types of items we sift, not just gravel. But in the meantime, this is how it works. We sift our inventory full, we hold right click. Everything that is in these drawers will automatically get sorted. Everything that is not will stay in our inventory. And if we need to, we can just allocate some more slots. For example, silver, we have osmium and lead. So right click, hold right click here, and our inventory is clear. Very nice, and I think this is what we're going to use for now until we, of course, get an actual storage system up and running. Quickly, before I get on a grind for some diamonds, I just wanted to show you this tips and tricks section that is up here. I forgot to show it. There's quite a few useful things here. For example, the one thing that I have avoided but probably need to make now is the builder's wand. This says we need to make a stone one. I will make a stone one just for the quest, but I think the diamond one is the one you need, and because I didn't have diamonds until now, I didn't make one. But where is our sticks? We have some sticks here. We get some cobblestone. So one for the quest and one for actual use. Let's make it very simple, very cheap. A stone wand and a diamond wand. This is very useful for material grinding. So if we go over here, place down some blocks, we can use this wand to just build multiple blocks at a time. And this way I can just place them down real quick and grind them down as quick as well. And then now look at all these diamonds in no time at all. We can finally, we should be able to do all 25 meshes. We do 16 because it only stacks by 16. But we do the 9 and we have 25. We complete the quest and now we can place them in our sieve. We also complete the quest, which gives us 1 to 2 diamonds. And I don't know how many I got. I think it's probably 2. We can actually also upgrade our cobblestone generator to the gold one first, the diamond one. Very nice. We can pluck it back down and it should be super quick if we check. We actually can't see, but it's doing like almost 100 a second. Insane. We only have this quest left, and we probably won't be able to complete it just yet, because if we check the recipe, we need this smithing template, and we probably only get it from the Bastion. And as far as I know, they do still spawn on this mod pack. We just need to go and find it in the void nether, so we need some sort of flight. Of course, I'm not forgetting this quest. This is just a coal generator, which leads into our next section. And with that being said, I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. We'll be taking a look at the next quest line next time. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.